Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Greetings from Naha, Okinawa. So here I am at the intersection right before you get to Kokusai Dori, which is right here. It's this long street, and today I thought it would be kind of fun to take a walk along the entire strip that's Kokusai Dori. Hello everybody, welcome back. It's a little bit windy today and it is cloudy, but that's okay. It is Saturday night today, and I thought it would be interesting to check out Kokusai Dori and see what it's like. Right now, the state of emergency has been lifted for the entire country, but there are still some restrictions for restaurants and bars here in Okinawa, and that ends the end of this month, which is October. But once again, it's Saturday night. There are travelers from all over Japan that visit Okinawa, so it should be a lot more livelier than like a typical weekday, for example. So looking back where we came from, we just crossed this street here. That is where you can take the bus to go to, for example, Chatan, where American Village is, and that's Ryubo. That's a big department store. There's also a nice food hall in the basement. So let's turn around here and let's check out this street, Kokusai Dori. First thing I want to show you guys, let's take a look up on the second and third floor. That is Kokusai Dori's A&W. You guys know A&W? If you're American, most likely you have heard of A&W or you remember it from your childhood days. I remember A&W because of the root beer, A&W root beer. I've actually never been to an actual A&W in America, but I have been to the one here in Okinawa. But it's kind of nice. Okay, so let's begin our walk. So this is Kokusai Dori. It's probably the liveliest street in the entire Naha area. It's very easy to get here from the airport. It's basically about 15 minutes by monorail, and all the hotels are here. All the not all the hotels, you won't find Halekulani. All the luxury hotels are elsewhere, but you can find the city hotels like Jail City, Gray Siri Hotel. You can even find a Hyatt here. But yeah, most of the shops here on this Kokusai Dori are aimed at tourists. For example, that is a tourist-oriented souvenir shop. Good thing is that you can find a lot of convenience stores on the street as well. The other thing I like about this Kokusai Dori is that it's lined with these palm trees on both sides. Now, this is one thing I do notice. For example, this shop here, they're famous for chinsuko. My opinion, they have the best chinsuko in the entire Okinawa area. Just because they are a very established shop, but this particular shop is closed due to the pandemic. Let's see if we can find one that's open. They usually have more than one shop. And right here is the antenna shop of Churaumi Aquarium. So if you don't have time to go to the aquarium, you can stop by here and buy souvenirs here. This place right here, if you like sweet potatoes, this is the place you have to come. You can buy these sweet potato tarts, which are delicious, and Okinawa is famous for them. You can also get a sweet potato soft serve. When I say sweet potato, I'm talking about the purple sweet potato that Okinawa is famous for. It's a pretty big shop. There's a restaurant upstairs. Let's see, yeah, this is what the sweet potato tarts look like. They look like these. We've tried these before on our channel, but they're delicious. And upstairs, there's a nice restaurant where you can eat these sweet potato cakes and sweet potato parfait. Yeah. Okay, let's continue this walk. By the way, if you're wondering what that loudspeaker is, well, it's election time here, and so it's probably the noisiest time of the entire year. It's so noisy. I don't know why they do that. I don't like that. They do that in Tokyo as well. Now, this is a very long street. It's around 2 kilometers. So it's about a mile, I think it's, or over a mile. I'm not exactly sure what 2 kilometers is in miles. If you guys know, please share it in the comments. I would like to know. But it's pretty long, so we're just going to film one side of the street, okay? We're not going to backtrack and walk on the other side. If I see something interesting, I'll point it out. Here's another souvenir shop here, which sell typical Okinawan souvenirs. I do have to say though, even though these shops are geared to tourists, you can find some bargains here. Like for the same thing, they sometimes have discounts. I don't know why it's cheaper. This is just my assumption, but I think maybe expiration date is going to end soon. That's what I think. I think that's why they make it cheaper. This is where Satoshi and I stayed when we first arrived in Yokohama. Sorry, Okinawa. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, guys. I've been here for over 10 days and I'm actually a little bit exhausted. So my brain is fried. So anyway, this is Hotel Gray Street, and this is where we stayed at when we first arrived. It's an okay hotel. The room was kind of small, but you know, you can't really complain. The prices are, I mean, the price was amazing. So check it out. You see, a lot of the stores is Saturday night, but they're closed. I think some of them are permanently closed. Like that building is completely empty there. Just kind of want to point these things out to you. And then Charlie's Tacos here, we wanted to try this place out, but they were closed for the duration of our stay. I thought they reopened. Okay, so they reopened on the 18th, but they're only open for 2 hours and 45 minutes on Saturday, on what? On the weekdays, and they're closed on the weekends. How strange. But anyway, I kind of wanted to try them because they're quite famous. So yeah, that's the reality. You see, there's a Sushiro sushi shop there, one of our favorite sushi places in Tokyo, and they're not open. We haven't seen them open for the duration of our trip. This used to be an Okinawan restaurant here. You know what this is now? It's a PCR testing center. Yeah, you can get tested here. And there are quite a few of them around. Once again, we're just gonna walk on this main street today, but I do want to stress the importance of walking into the side streets. The side streets are what makes Naha very interesting. I've done some videos on the side streets. I'm gonna do one more before I leave Okinawa because I've discovered some new areas. Stores used to be open until around 10 in this area, but I noticed that they close earlier now. More gift shops here. Really, this street is full of souvenir shops. You just come one after another. Souvenir shops, Okinawan restaurants, convenience store. Here's another 7-Eleven. There are some unique shops, but a lot of them are souvenir shops. Like here's a unique shop. Nothing that I'm interested in, but this place sells necklaces. This is also unique. It's called okinawapop.jp, and they sell these t-shirts. That's Nobita from Doraemon. I like this neon sign as well. You see the shop's closed, and it's a Saturday. It's a Saturday at 5 p.m. right now. It's 5 p.m. This street, I remember when Satoshi and we came here the first time, which was, gee, I guess 8 years ago. This street was packed. I remember it was packed like Shinjuku. It was very hard to walk along this street. But this is as busy as it gets right now. Here's a cool lemonade stand on the corner here. More shops that are closed. Now, I was talking to a shop owner about the situation in Okinawa. Like this building is completely gone here. I was talking to a shop owner, and that shop owner was optimistic. She took a positive view. Of course, nothing positive about the situation, but she said, well, the good thing is that there are new shops opening up in place of the ones that have gone. So I guess that's a positive thing, you know. At least new shops are opening up. Yeah. So you know, I'm hopeful. I am. And here's a bank, by the way. Local people do live here. I was looking around the other day and I noticed that there are things that, you know, normal people need, like a bank or a post office, for example. They have supermarkets around the area, and yeah, the apartment buildings are usually on the second floor of these buildings. Also, most of the apartment buildings are behind the streets, not on this main drag here, but you know, one street in, you'll find people living there. And I thought that would be a cool video to do as well, because you guys know how I like walking around residential areas, and Okinawa's residential areas are very different. You look at them and the houses look very different from the ones you see on the mainland, which makes it very interesting. See, here they are it's supposed to be for food trucks here, and there's this one food truck that says kakigori, but we've never seen it open. And while we were here, there was one food truck here and they were selling roast chicken, but I haven't seen him for the last 2 days. Oh, so I'm wondering if he thought, nah, this isn't a good place, we'll get no customers anyway. I hope he didn't think that, and I do hope he comes back. Now, 8 years ago when we came here, this gigantic hotel was not here. I don't even remember what used to be here, but now we have this pretty luxurious looking hotel right on the strip called the Collective. I am happy to see all the people though. I think this is the most people I've seen since the pandemic started. Weekdays are still pretty quiet because most of the tourists are Japanese, and so they usually arrive on the weekend and then they leave on Sunday or Monday. But the weekend's kind of nice. See, look, that's an apartment building there, so people actually live here. That's another apartment building there. That's an office building. That's the hotel I'm staying at. I'm staying right there. I'm staying at the Gel City Hotel. But I got to thinking, like, if I lived here in one of those apartment buildings, what would I want to have near me, like on this street? Because a lot of them are souvenir shops. which I probably get bored of if I lived here. You know, if I wasn't a tourist, I wouldn't really want a shirt that says Okinawa. So what would I want? And I thought, why not have like a sidewalk cafe on the strip? Because I noticed I don't see any cafes on this main strip. Oh, I love this place. I love this place. He makes these pottery. I'm just gonna take him to the side because he might get mad at me, but I love it. I don't love, but I love it enough to say I love it. I like it because they are one of a kind. Whoops. Yes, so as I was saying, I would like to see some cafes. I do notice there are some places out there seem like a Blue Seal ice cream across the street, but that's ice cream. You can't really get coffee there. And yes, there is a Starbucks down there in the middle of the strip, but it's one cafe. So I was thinking, why not more cafe? The other thing I noticed I don't find here is I don't find a bakery, like a proper bakery. And I know Okinawa has good bread in, you know, places where you need to get a car. I mean, places where you go but you need a car. I'm sorry, please forgive my grammar today. I'm really tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. I really don't know. I'm thinking maybe I need to start taking supplements. I haven't been eating properly these days. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. And maybe because it was hot. Maybe I had too much sun. I probably got too much sun. Oh, right. Souvenirs. Cute Okinawan souvenirs. Of course, if it's your first time here, definitely buy a souvenir. They're cute. And I gotta say, this area here is probably the most happening area in the entire strip. Actually, the entire Naha area. Yeah. And this is where you will find Don Quixote. Used to be open 24 hours, now they close at 2 a.m. Still, you know, good enough. You still have a lot of time to shop. This is Don Quixote here. It has 4 stories of shopping. Of course, for some reason they always have to have a fish tank with tropical fish. The tropical fish swing by. Yes, hello. And then this is the entrance to one of the main Shotengai, which I've walked through before. You go in here and it's a lot of fun. Down there, that's where you'll see the Makishi public market down there. But we're gonna stick on this street today. If you go down that street, that is where the monorail station is. This is the Starbucks here on Kokusai Dori. It's a nice one. You can sit outside. And then you have another Shotengai right over here. They all connect. So although it's like a maze and you will get lost, you eventually find your way. A little bit of history. This building here used to be a Mitsukoshi department store. The first time we came here, this was Mitsukoshi, and then they're no longer Mitsukoshi, and I don't know what's up there, but on the first floor, second floor, and the basement floor is all like a food, eating, drinking establishment zone. You know, I never actually walked into this street here. But like I said, check out the small streets that go inside. Looks like a bar there. It looks like another bar down there. But like I said, I do have to stick to this street. Awamori shop. Okinawa is famous for awamori. And you see that 88 sign? That's a chain of steakhouses. I didn't know it, but Okinawa is famous for their steaks, and they're quite reasonable. Sometimes you can get like a steak meal for 1,000 yen. That's like less than $10. Yeah, and they're pretty good. Okay, so we're about, I think, a couple more blocks until we get to the end of Kokusai Dori. Here's another shop that's specialized in these benimo tart. They're purple sweet potato tarts. Is it the same shop? I don't know. I wonder. It could be the same shop. And then there's one more shotengai here. This is Heiwa Dori Shotengai. You have another big shotengai going down this street. And if you watched my Instagram, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I've posted some footage of this place, Lucky Tacos, and this is where they have amazing tacos. I really enjoyed the tacos here. I really did. And you can eat these with salsa. They give you a salsa, but you can also eat them with just salt. They have salt on the table. It's delicious. It really is. Totally recommend this place. Oh, sorry, let me show you the sign. Lucky Tacos. Yeah, I recommend this place. The guy who works here, the owner, he's friendly, but not overly so. I think he's just shy. Yeah, but I complimented him on his tacos and he looked happy. But Satoshi was like, he has to work on his personality a little bit. So this is the drinking establishment place called Noren Machi. Kokusai Dori Noren Machi. And it gets quite busy on the weekends. Let's take a look down at Kokusai Dori. The last time I was here, which was a year ago, I did a walk for you guys, and I started my walk around here. And you guys remember that park that I found? Yeah, the park is located right behind this building here. And this is kind of a nice hotel. It's called the Hotel Palm Royal Naha Hotel. And let me cross the street. Hi, arigatou gozaimasu. Sorry, let me just cross very quickly. Must be careful so I don't get run over. That's the Hyatt Regency over there. It looks like a really nice hotel. Sorry, just a quick detour here. So this is the Royal Palm Hotel. And this is kind of cool. The poolside dining, they have a poolside dining area. It kind of reminds me of something you see in LA or Miami or something. See? The poolside dining. Right there. And inside there's actually a swimming pool, and then you can eat around the swimming pool. That's the hotel. And that's the Hotel Palm Royal Naha Hotel. Yep. It looks like this. The poolside bar. This is party place, so maybe it's like a party. Like maybe it's kind of noisy. So it would be good if you're in a party mood. Satoshi doesn't like noisy places, so we'll probably never go there together. Okay, so as you get away from like this very busy place, once again, you notice that more stores are closed again. Like that store's closed. first floor as well as second floor. Oh, Okinawan gelato. Okinawan gelato looks delicious, doesn't it? Oh, I think I might get some gelato. So this gelato is called Okinawan gelato, produced by Yambaru Gelato. So it's made locally, and the flavors I got is guava, that's guava, and that's beni imo, which is purple sweet potatoes. And he gave me a sample of something on the spoon. So let's try this. Pineapple coconut. The one I got the sample of is that pineapple coconut lime. That is delicious. Of course I usually eat it with a spoon, but there is no table for me to put the camera on, so I'm gonna eat it like this. I know it's a little bit strange. The sweet potato. More subtle than I thought. I thought it was gonna have more like a bang in your face sweet potato flavor, like the Saimo sweet potato cider in Kawagoe. But it's quite subtle. Okay, let's try the guava. Guava's good. Oh, guava is heaven. I've had my eye on this gelato place forever. I keep going to Blue Seal ice cream. You find them all over the place, and it's great ice cream. And I thought, you know, why not try Okinawa made gelato for a change? Yeah, this is pretty good. And I really like the sample, the pineapple coconut lime sample he gave me. I actually like that one more than this sweet potato. And there's also shikwasa and orange, which looks delicious. And they also have local watermelon, which also looks delicious. The reason why I was curious is because this place has won an award for their gelato. This is the gelato chefs, I guess, these two guys. Alright guys, I'm gonna finish eating my gelato, and then we'll continue the walk. So, finished my gelato. That was delicious. I like that a lot. You notice there's a lot of 7-Elevens around here? That's the third 7-Eleven we saw on this strip. And there's another gelato stand over there called Fontana Gelato. Wow. Another place I must try. And you know, if you go inside here, there's a pretty cool drinking village there. Once again, I will stick to this street. I will stick to this Kokusai Dori. And I keep pointing it out, but you see, all the stores are closed. I've never seen them open since we arrived. This is closed. So yeah, the further you get away from that central area of Kokusai Dori, the more shutters you see. Stores are closed. Here's a view of one of the side streets, and this is that drinking village I was telling you about. That's the beginning of the drinking area. Yeah, my friend and I, we actually had some drinks in one of the shops there. Once again, this video is all about Kokusai Dori, so let's stick to the street. Interesting. Look at this here. This is a pretty big building here, but it looks like most of the stores here are closed, except for that souvenir shop there. That is a Okinawa restaurant on the ground floor, which is not open. It's Saturday night. Wonder why it's not open. Did they close down? I wonder what used to be up there. Here's a natural foods shop. It's the organic stuff. It's a real estate agent. Real estate agency. That's another Blue Seal ice cream shop there. Here's an Okinawan shop. This place is open. Yeah. But you see, for me, just because I remember like this whole area, I think they rebuilt this entire building here, but this whole street, I remember it being super busy. I remember every shop being open. I don't remember seeing any shops that were closed before the pandemic, and I'm pretty sure it's the same in a lot of areas around the world. But I think this place especially, kind of like Hawaii, I guess, you know, it's geared for the tourists. This place depends on tourism, and because tourism stopped, the shops have been affected, unfortunately. Like there's this one shop I love, but they're closed. Fortunately, they had other branches, so I bought my soaps from the other branches. There's a soap shop called Suisabon, and they're located all over, so it's okay. But I wanted to come to this one because the lady was so nice to me. I wanted to come back to see her and say hello. And then this whole building is up for rent, and this is a hotel on my right side, and then on the corner there's a Lawson. That is the monorail tracks, and this is the end of Kokusai Dori. So we have walked for approximately 2 kilometers. This is a station to the monorail. Let's cross the street here. If you don't mind, we'll cross the street because there's a nice river right there. Maybe a monorail will pass by while I'm showing you guys the river. Okay, and that's one final look at Kokusai Dori. We're looking down at Kokusai Dori, the place that sort of reminds me of Waikiki, but without the ocean and smaller roads. And yeah, so that's Kokusai Dori. I do hope you guys enjoyed that. Before I end, I want to show you this nice river here. There's a river here, and the rivers look very different compared to the rivers we have in Tokyo. Number one, the water is green because we're so close to the ocean. This is the very famous shisa, which you will find all over Okinawa. You'll find these creatures in front of homes, in front of restaurants. And then let me show you the river that I found this morning. I bought myself a decaf from Lawson, and I found this nice little river here, and you can actually walk down there, and there were some people sitting there enjoying their morning coffee. One person was reading a book, and I walked further down there and I found a really old shopping area, and that was so nice. Today, you know, I had planned to film something a bit more epic for you guys, but I was so tired. I don't know why. I don't know why. I mean, I think it's because I've been working too hard. But you know, I mean, I'm a YouTuber, so I should be used to it by now, right? But I decided to kind of conserve my energy. I knew that I had to re-energize, you know, so that I can get my energy back, because when I go back home to Tokyo in a few days, a lot of editing is waiting for me, and we are going to be filming in Yonezawa in Yamagata. So that's another sponsored video. So you know, we're so grateful for the sponsors. We really are, but they do take a lot of energy out of us, because you know, we have to make sure that those videos do well and they come out well. So yeah, so that's important. So I do have to re-energize and make sure that I don't become too tired. And yes, the train has arrived. That's what I was waiting for. It just arrived at the station. So once it leaves the station, I'll show you guys the monorail. For those of you who live in Hawaii, you know about the train system that they have been building, and you know, for forever. And you know, like when is it actually going to start operating? You know, I'm imagining that it's going to look something like this. And I gotta tell you, it's very convenient for people like me, a tourist, to get around. I mean, this takes me to the airport. It takes me here from the airport in about 15 minutes, and you know, it's very convenient. I was walking here this morning, and yeah, so I said, you know, this is the end of the video, but you know, I was walking here this morning, like I mentioned. I was drinking my coffee there. I was looking at this apartment building here, and I thought, oh, this would be a nice place to live. I mean, it's pretty close to the train station. It's literally right there, and then Kokusai Dori is right there. So I thought, oh, if I lived in Okinawa, maybe this would be the place. Oh, it's running on the other side. Sorry, hard to see, huh? Sorry, could not see the train at all. Train is coming from the other side. Yeah, the monorail. This is the only train system in Okinawa, and it only runs in the city area. It's only a 2-car train, but I think it's just enough for this city. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this walk through Kokusai Dori, and I think it's pretty obvious how much I love coming to Okinawa. I really do. I see some people commenting and telling me, why don't you live in Okinawa, Shinichi? And you know, Satoshi and I, we did think about that one time. We actually talked about it even on this trip, and I mean, it's nice. It's nice to live here, but having said that, I think this is a great place to visit. I feel like Tokyo is our home. It is, and honestly speaking, I think it's easier to make content living on the mainland. You know, you can hop on a train, and you can hop on the Shinkansen and go to different prefectures, where if you're in Okinawa, you have to hop on a plane or a boat to, you know, go off the island. So I think it's harder to make content living here. So I think that helped us decide not to move here. And you know, we can always come visit here. I mean, I'm already planning to visit sometime in the winter. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and please continue to stay safe, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys. Isn't this neat? It's pretty neat, and there's a nice little park over there. I'll check that out later.